Hi all, my name is Rahul K. Crane. What I'm going to do for all my lovely students of RGPV engineering syllabus, what I will do is I'm going to create a full playlist for artificial intelligence for semester 3. The subject is also artificial intelligence. And what is the purpose for creating this full playlist? Is my contribution towards the development for not only students but to increase my knowledge also. Okay. So here I go with the first. Okay, so here is a small introduction about me before I jump to the chapter number one, that is history of artificial intelligence. A small introduction about myself that I have more than 24 years of IT experience, along with key certification completed in AWS. I'm triple certified in AWS, that is solution architect, data analytics specialty, and at the same time machine learning specialty also. And at the same time, I'm triple management practitioner, that too from Axilos, that stands for managing successful program practitioner, Prince 2 practitioner, and Prince 2 agile practitioner. So here I'll start with the chapter number one for semester three. Hello guys, so the first video of my playlist of artificial intelligence is of course the history of artificial intelligence. So let's see what does we get from the history of artificial intelligence. But definitely, when we are talking about the history of artificial intelligence, what is first and foremost to understand why it is called. Okay, guys, so all my lovely friends, so the intelligence, the human beings also have, right? Or maybe the all living objects, maybe the animals also have intelligence, but that is natural intelligence, right? So nature has given us, but when a human being or scientist is trying to give uh, maybe intelligence in the similar line, how intelligent work in a human brain or an animal brain, or maybe right now we are talking about human brain, so that becomes artificial intelligence because we as human is trying to generate or give that intelligence to the machine. So that's why it is artificial intelligence. Okay, so here we go with the history of artificial intelligence. So if we will talk about sequence of events, so somewhere I would like to say that 1941 was an important year where the first programmable computer came in existence, and in Germany. That's great. Okay, what happened next? In 1943, theory of neuron was presented by two scientists. They were Warren McLaw and Walter Pett. So, okay, so first of all, what is neuron? Okay, let's discuss what is neuron. So as a human being, we have certain, biological components in our brain. Those are neuron, and that are responsible to make decision, based on what perception they're getting from the environment. Suppose if a human touch some, maybe a hot surface, so suddenly there is an instant reaction to pull his hand back. So how did it happen inside? So that happened because the neuron. So neuron gets the perception, or maybe the get the feeling what is going around us, or how the skin is touching, and all those things is getting processed in our neuron, and then neuron pass that information to another neuron, maybe after the threshold, and then the decision is made by a human brain, right? So that's how the theory of neuron follows the naming convention again. So naming convention in programming and computer, or even in other domains, is another very big topic, but here I'm not going to cover the naming convention. So the theory of neuron is based on the scientists who are trying to give the power of a biological neuron in a human brain to the machine, right? And that follows the naming convention also. That's great. Okay, then the year which I would like to mention in terms of importance was maybe the 1949, when Donald Hebb, a scientist Donald Hebb, updated the connection strength between the neuron and has been called the Hebbian theory. So the neurons, the biological neurons given to us by nature or by the God, has strength. So based on the strength of those neuron only, a human is going to make decision, right? So if we are going to try to replicate that phenomenon actually which is happening in a human brain in the machine, so similar kind of strength should be provided artificially, definitely to those neurons also, right? Then only the decision making maybe more efficient or powerful, right? So I think we are getting there. So Again, to just revise, 1941, first programmable computer in Germany. 1943, the theory of neuron was presented by Warren McLeod and Walter Pitts. And then 1949, Mr. Donald Hebb updated the connection strength between the neuron and has been called the Hebbian theory. That's great. And then in 1950, one scientist, Alan Turing, what does he propose? He proposed to test a computing machine and intelligence test. So again, testing is a very big principle in any domain, including IT, machine learning, even in construction, even in automobile. But again, I don't want to go in that big domain of testing. But to summarize, or in a nutshell, even when we are going to buy any product, maybe even television or motorbike or car, what do we do? We test that in the shop, right? Generally we take the test drive also. Why? To test how it is performing, right? So not only as a customer, but the company who has manufactured those automobile or TV, they also test their product, right, before launching it to the market. So the same testing principle was proposed in 1950 by Alan Turing, that fine, we are trying to give that neuron intelligence and strength, but now let's try to test that how efficient it has become. Okay, that's great, we are going there. Okay. Okay, guys, to continue our discussion on history of artificial intelligence, now we reach to 1956, and that has a lot of importance because in Dartmouth conference, artificial intelligence word came in existence, and that was given by Mr. John McCarthy. I'm sorry for the pronunciations, but naming a particular, maybe a principle or concept on which we are working, or maybe the product which is now developed or manufactured, or any object that must be given a meaningful name, right? Again, it's very important to follow the naming convention, and that's how the artificial intelligence word came in existence for all the efforts which were going in background by so many scientists. So that's great. So 1956 is one of the very important year for artificial intelligence. But all along, right from 1941, we discussed that was the first programmable computer came in existence, right? So all along 1941 to 1956, there were high-level languages were also in existence. The programming was definitely going on, but the research also we are seeing in background how it is going on artificial intelligence. Then came 1966. Okay, what happened there? Okay, so the first chat box named Eliza. Again, as we mentioned, as we discussed, naming any object product is very important, right? And that should, come up with the theme that what that product or a particular object is, right? So chat box Eliza came in existence. That was the first chat box which was built by Mr. Joseph Weizenbaum in 1966. So we see chatbox is a very important in customer service industry, right? So what will happen? Suppose, can you imagine if there is no chat box, or automated calling machines? What will happen? The life of the call center will be miserable, right? Thousands of people will be calling them for maybe their what problem they are facing. But I have all the respect if a customer is facing any problem, but chat box where how it helps, in customer service. Any customer who is facing any sort of issue can get the initial answers from the chat box or automated machine, and that's how maybe the telephone networks and all those things, we can save our resources. That's great. Okay, then what happened in 1972? Well, that's interesting. So in 1972, so the first robot, humanoid robot, which looks like robot, was developed in Japan. Okay, so slowly we are progressing now. Okay, guys, so now we have reached and on 1980. So what happened in 1980? AI came back, period. Decision making capabilities commenced. But why I'm using the word AI came back? That needs to be understood, right? So what happens when we are trying to build a normal software, may be the cost or resources what we need is less compared to the artificial or intelligence or deep learning or machine learning program, because we need very high computing machines and many resources to be utilized, because the data size is extremely large, right? And the program size algorithm is also very complex, and that needs a big source of fund, right? So somehow the the direction or maybe the efforts in AI. I have all the respects what was going on even till date. If we are trying to achieve something, I have a respect of each and every individual. But somehow during that period, the AI is not fetching the desired outcome. So the budget uh, constraint was maybe in place in so many companies. But in 1980, AI came back and the decision making capabilities commenced. So DSS, again, decision support system, decision making capabilities, that is a very big concept in data warehousing, data analytics. Again, I don't want to go there, but that all can help to maybe a better plan for any business if they have their existing data and they will come up with the data analytics dashboard. They can make or maybe future decision regarding their business and the product better compared to without decision making capabilities for DSS. That's great. Okay, so now another important year is 1997. So what happened in 1997? Let's see. So IBM came with Deep Blue. What was Deep Blue? Deep Blue was a gaming AI solution. So even today we play a lot of console, right? PlayStation or maybe Nintendo Switch or maybe a lot of games on the mobile, right? So what is first and foremost in all those games is the speed, right? So again, that is a very big concept that what language we should use for the games because the speed is first and foremost, right? And then if we'll talk about websites, the speed is not very important, but the features are important. But again, I will be coming up with my another playlist for all programming concept and going even granular level on low language, code and high level language. That's fine. So I want to stop here. Sorry to digress. So in 1997, IBM came with a gaming AI solution called Deep Blue, and that defeated the world chess champion Gary Castro at that time. That was a big success for the AI gaming solution. And then in 2002, AI vacuum cleaner was launched by a company called Roomba. Now let's think. If you want to do some other thing, okay, just let the AI maybe vacuum cleaner can clean the a room or anything what you want, and you can do some other work. So that may increase the productivity in household work also. Like so, in 1997, that was the AI gaming solution. In 2002, there were the household products started coming with AI, inbuilt technologies. That was great. And then 2006, what happened? AI research started to improve business, and that was the year when the deep learning came in existence. So again, sorry to digress from here. So deep learning, I will be coming up with another playlist. So I want to stop my, for the details on deep learning. But 2006 also stands very important because that's when the deep learning came in existence. Okay, okay, guys. So now we have reached on 2011. That also stands very important. Again, IBM came up with a product called Watson, and what was the achievement? It won a quiz, right? It defeated the participant. I'm not saying that I'm very happy that it defeated the participant, but that's how the importance of knowledge base with the with the AI solution. That was given more importance that even the knowledge base can solve many issues and we can get answer with the knowledge base existing in AI solutions. So 2011 again is very important because IBM came up with a product called Watson. Okay, that's great. Then 2012, that's when the Google started launching their products like Google Now and many other products from Google. And then 2013 onwards, this is the era when AI has got extreme highlight and included the subcomponents like machine learning, deep learning, etc. And now AI, machine learning, deep learning, all these three hand in hand has become part of our daily life. And even so many times, it is just a one-stop solution for any common man to find answer to their any queries or maybe difficulties. So hats off to AI. So that comprises or maybe completes the first video of my this playlist. The title is and was history of artificial intelligence. Okay, I'll be uploading my other videos also. Please keep watching. Thank you very much.